everyone, welcome back to Morgan's Movie Collection. We have a grimy, dusty, evil little spaghetti western today. Indicator have, in the last few months, actually I think it was a few months ago, brought out a lovely, big, limited edition release of Sergio Solima's 1966 spaghetti western, The Big Gundown, starring Lee van Cleef, Thomas Millian and Walter Barnes. This one is a nasty, nasty movie. It has everything you want in it from a spaghetti western, or everything you want from a spaghetti western in it. Really, really intense action, absolutely violent to a ridiculous degree sometimes, an obsessive kind of lead performance from Lee van Cleef, but full of corruption, full of political greed and political machinations, and a fascinating movie from a director that I'd never heard of. Admittedly, spaghetti westerns are something I have to become more and more familiar with. I know them on a very, very surface level. But since I am on this kick of learning more about westerns, discovering new westerns, spaghetti westerns are a massive, massive part of that genre, and a completely new style of that genre. That's the fascinating thing about them. And this one, The Big Gundown from 1966, is a really, really wonderful example of it. And who better to have in there than Lee van Cleef, who I think excels in this kind of genre, in the spaghetti western genre. His ridiculously gnarly, squinty face just oozes this kind of, I suppose, I don't want to say evil again, but the essence of the Grey character. He is our protagonist in this movie, yet he does some brutally nasty things. Our antagonist in this movie, who we believe has done some brutally nasty things, who Lee van Cleef is set on a mission to go and bring back for the murder of a young girl. We end up quite liking him. We end up quite liking who is presented as our antagonist in this movie. There is a twist at the end of the movie. It plays itself out really, really well, I think. It's a brilliantly paced movie, a stunning to look at movie, and most importantly, I think, is the music by Ennio Morricone is perfect spaghetti western, as Ennio Morricone always is. Let's get into this release, because I have watched it. It is number 272 in the Indicator series. We all know how much I love Indicator movies, and Indicator as a company. What has fallen out there is the little kind of card that came over the top of the box that it comes in. It's a really nice box, a really nice artwork of Lee van Cleef on the front there. But this release comes with absolutely all sorts of things. I will read this. It's the UK home video premiere of Sergio Solima's classic spaghetti western, starring Lee van Cleef and Thomas Millian, with a stunning score by Ennio Morricone, presented in 3 different versions across 2 Blu-rays, with extensive extra features, a poster, and an 80-page book. And that is exactly what we've got in here. Let's look at the book first, because we always like the books, and we certainly like Indicator books. Here is the book. There is a picture of Lee van Cleef and Sergio Solima, I believe, is that on the back. Indicator books are always phenomenal things. I mean, it's full of, what exactly does it have in the back of the movie? Will tell us. It has limited edition, exclusive 80-page book with a new essay by Italian cinema expert Roberto Curti, archival interviews with Lee van Cleef, Thomas Millian and Sergio Solima, extracts from the film's promotional materials, a reprint of Ignazio Ramonet's 1980 article for Cineaste magazine, Italian Westerns as Political Parables. That's very much what this movie is. Like I said, it's full of political corruption. It's a really, really wonderful take on it. An examination of the work of co-screenwriter Franco Solinas, an overview of contemporary critical responses, and full film credits, as well as, of course, being full of wonderful images. You can't beat Indicator Books. You really can't. And it's 80 pages of fascinating material on this really, really wonderful spaghetti western. Yes, absolutely. 80-page book. It is a limited edition, but I don't think it is numbered. Oh, it is numbered. I was going to say Indicator usually do have theirs numbered. I have number 1408 of 5000 in this set. Let's have a look at the poster as well. It's a double-sided poster, so you get a choice. Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe and ding the notification bell, of course, on this YouTube channel as well, for plenty more Morgan's Movie Collection videos and all the other great stuff we have here. And of course, subscribe to the It's a Wonderful Podcast feed on all your major podcast platforms, whatever your preferred podcast app is. For Monday Madness on a Monday, Morgan Hasn't Seen on a Wednesday, and It's a Wonderful Podcast, the main show, on every Friday, where we do celebrate old movies and discover new old movies, and this was exactly that for me. But in the comments, do let me know which poster we want. Do we want this one? Which I don't mind. I don't mind this one. I think this is a nice poster. I mean, I think it would be nicer if this wasn't here. But I don't mind that poster at all. Or do we have what I think is going to be my choice? And it's that I really just find a very, very striking poster. It's that same wonderful image of Lee van Cleef. I mean, look at Lee van Cleef's coat. I love his coat more than anything else. I love this at the bottom as well. The fact you have those men riding on the horses at the bottom. The italic font of this one. Big action and big excitement. Again, yes, that is a good short review of the movie. I really like that poster. I think there's only one winner there for me. But do let me know in the comments which one you want. Do you want red poster or white poster? I have a feeling red poster will likely win. But let's have a look. Let's read the back of this Blu-ray. There is the Blu-ray itself, the Big Gundown. Like I said, it does have... Oh, it does have a reversible sleeve as well, actually. The reversible sleeve, by the way, for anybody that's choosing, is the exact same as the double feature... not the double feature, the double-sided poster. So you can either have the red one, or behind there is, let's just put it out, is that same white poster. So, which sleeve do we want as well? Choose. We do get two Blu-rays here, because like I said before, there are 3 versions of this movie. There are 3 different cuts. So let's get into what those cuts are exactly. Number 1, for the limited edition 2 Blu-ray special features. They are 2K restorations. 3 presentations of this feature. La Resa dei Conti, which is 111 minutes, which is the original Italian theatrical version, presented with both Italian and English soundtracks. You get the extended US cut, which was 95 minutes, which was actually the cut I did watch. That had scenes added for television broadcast. And you get the original US theatrical version, which is 89 minutes. So yeah, I did watch the 95-minute version when I did watch this a few weeks ago now, a couple of weeks ago now. But maybe I should have watched the original Italian version. I don't know. You know, the dubbing on spaghetti westerns, funnily enough, has never bothered me. I think it adds to the enjoyment of watching a lot of them. So maybe that's why I did that, because basically, I mean, Lee van Cleef and Walter Barnes are speaking English, but from what I can remember, virtually nobody else is speaking English in this movie. That's kind of how spaghetti westerns did it. The English-speaking actors would speak English, the Spanish-speaking actors would speak Spanish, the Italians would speak Italian, and it would all kind of come together just as one dubbed language at the end, or subtitled, or whatever it may be. I do find that very, very interesting, you know, that kind of way of production anyway. The original mono audio for all movies, the audio commentary with writers and film experts Barry Forshaw and Kim Newman on the Italian theatrical version. You get a commentary with C. Courtney Joyner and Henry Park on the extended US cut, and no commentary on the original US theatrical. Just two commentaries there, but hardly a bad thing just to have two commentaries. Spaghetti Western Memories, which is 52 minutes long, and it's a documentary featuring director Sergio Salima and actor Thomas Milian revisiting their much heralded Western. Thomas Milian acting on instinct, 30 minutes. The genre film star recalls the Big Gundown and reveals some of his acting secrets. Prelude to a Gundown, 10 minutes. Author and musician Stephen Thrower discusses the career of Salima and the film's cast and crew. Heroes and Villains, 30 minutes. Thrower untangles the themes and politics of the Big Gundown. A Setting of Accounts, 23 minutes. Austin Fisher, author of Radical Frontiers in the Spaghetti Western, Politics, Violence and Popular Italian Cinema, situates the film within the wider context of the genre. You get the original US theatrical trailers, the original Italian theatrical trailer, TV spots, image galleries, and new and improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and new and improved English translation subtitles for the Italian soundtrack, as well as, of course, that lovely book we spoke about and the poster. Hell of a lot of features for the Big Gundown. I really do need to delve into some of those features because I really, really did enjoy this movie a great deal. I enjoy Lee van Cleef. I enjoy spaghetti westerns, the big, sweeping, huge landscape in lovely Technicolor. They never look better than when they're in spaghetti westerns. They have that very, very distinct style to them. And that distinct attitude to them. They're not afraid to be brutal. They're not afraid to take risks in the kind of nastier side of humanity that they tend to show. Nobody's a good character in this movie. They're all really quite horrible people. Even Lee van Cleef, he might do good things, but I think deep down he's an obsessive, needy kind of character. And Thomas Milian as our kind of Mexican peasant on the run from Lee van Cleef for a crime. We're led to believe he committed this horrible crime, but we really kind of like him, and we wonder how this man could have committed such a crime. It's a wonderful movie. The Big Gundown, 1966, definitely seek it out, because this is a wonderful release from it. I would expect nothing else from Indicator. Let me know what you thought of this movie, if you have seen it, or if you are interested in seeing this movie, down in the comments, like I said, and do all those things I told you to just about 5 minutes ago. Do all the subscribing, ding the notification bell, like this video, share it around, do all that fun stuff. It won't be too long until I'm back with another Morgan's Movie Collection video. But until then, bye.